Was arrested last week after a day-long confrontation with authorities who tried to cajole him down from the tree located on public property in downtown Seattle. Holding authorities at bay, Miller threw pine cones and branches at firefighters, police, and pedestrians, and he drew a crowd of onlookers.
So that's assault?
I guess
with
that's
a pine cone?
I guess that's where that came
Well, from
from.
80 feet up.
Yeah, I suppose. Might hurt a little bit if you got hit by one.
Did he ever say, what were his demands?
I never heard that he actually had any
so
reason
in other words,
for going
he's
up
just
there.
some nut up in a tree.
I think that's probably it, yeah. Yeah, never heard there was any like protest or any type of reason he was trying to go up there. So your number for the day is 4. That's the number of minutes a day the average person spends looking for lost things. I spent about a half hour looking for lost things yesterday.
What'd you lose?
The charger for my daughter's little LeapPad computer thing.
Did you find it?
I did, after a half hour of looking for it. But so I'm ahead of schedule for this week then. And there's the news you can use.
I lost my mind yesterday.
I've lost my marbles. All right, birthday board time. We'll kick off the birthday board here with what happened on this date in history. I'm going to have my birthday board music, though. There it is. It was in 1889 that the Eiffel Tower was inaugurated. Daylight saving time went into effect in the United States for the first time on this date in 1918. The Soviet Union launched Luna 10, which later became the first space probe to enter orbit around the moon. That was 1966. 1989, WrestleMania 5. Hulk Hogan, Macho Man Savage. Largest pay-per-view program in cable TV history at the time. March 31st, 1989. I remember when that was big stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It was on this date in 1995 in Corpus Christi, Texas, where Latin superstar Selena was shot and killed by the president of her own fan club. 1998, God failed to appear live at 10 a.m. on Channel 18, as predicted by a Taiwanese UFO cult in Garland, Texas. The group had predicted God's appearance for months. He let him down.
A UFO cult?
Yeah, UFO cult. Those are the best kind. In 2006, in England, police scrapped a squad of rollerblading cops after discovering they couldn't chase criminals across grass. Seemed like a good idea to have the cops on the rollerblades, but as soon as they left the sidewalk...
Yeah, as long as the criminals were fleeing on pavement.
Yeah, and the cops don't hit a pebble.
And as soon as they go across country.
Oh, goodness. And on this date in 2014, the U.S. announced that it was on track to enroll 7 million people in government-mandated health insurance programs by the deadline at midnight. Birthdays today, Shirley Jones from the Partridge Family, 82. Christopher Walken is 73 today. Former Vice President Al Gore is 68. Rhea Perlman, best known as Carla from Cheers, is 68. Angus Young from AC/DC, 61. And Ewan McGregor is 45 years old today. Locally, happy birthday to Tara Hallwell and Lisa Toth, celebrating birthdays today. Coming up, we'll check the forecast and the calendar still ahead. Next. Have some mysterious phones appearing in St. Paul. 3 old-school wall-mounted phones have been inexplicably hung on a pine tree in a St. Paul, Minnesota park. A neighborhood Facebook page is buzzing about the phones, which were installed at least several feet above eye level at a height that would require a sturdy extended ladder. 2 phones are red touch-tone models. The highest one is a silvery gray or blue. No one seems to know why or how the phones were put on the tree, and what message, if any, the artist or vandal is trying to convey.
Oh, it's not vandalism. It's just somebody...
Just a practical joke?
Yeah.
Hanging some phones on a tree for no reason. That's... Yeah,
vandalism?
Vandalism. They're hurting the tree, Trevor.
Yeah, okay. Well, then climb the tree and protest.
Well, here's what's going to happen. The tree's going to start getting all these telemarketers calling them, and it's going to distress the tree, and all the leaves are going to fall off. So that's the problem.
Elect Bernie Sanders, and it'll never happen.
Everything will be free. Oops. I posted a Bernie Sanders rant on Facebook yesterday. It's been getting shared a few times.
Which one was that?
It was
Which
a real
rant?
long one. I wish it went off. It starts off something about saying like our standard of living is better than our parents was.
Oh, I saw that. Yeah.
Here's something kind of interesting. A new study of births in 20 countries reveals that for each additional month a woman has paid maternity leave, infant mortality decreases by more than 10%. Researchers at McGill University and University of California, Los Angeles found that paid maternity leave has a significant impact on infant mortality in low and high income countries. Paid maternity leave reduces stress, increases the chances for breastfeeding and other infant care, and allows a mother to seek more medical attention for herself after having a baby. 188 countries have guaranteed paid leave for new mothers, though how much varies greatly from country to country. In Canada and some European countries, women get 1 year of paid time off. Countries like Papua New Guinea and other places like the U.S. have no guaranteed paid maternity leave. I wonder how they pay for that 1 year. Everything must cost a lot more in countries like that. Everything. From your Levi's
they're making
to
it
your...
up somewhere. Look.
Yeah.
I don't care what you think. You know,
that money comes from somewhere.
It comes from somewhere. It don't grow on trees, the last time I checked.
Not like the phones that are growing in
you're
St.
Bernie
Paul.
Sanders, and everything does grow on trees. His magic trees.
That he's going to plant the first day. That's
his
right.
magic trees that have everything free.
Well, why haven't we planted those yet? Why haven't we done that already?
I know.
Seems kind of ridiculous. Rock news coming up.
Yeah, you get some deal, they're making it up somewhere else.
Yep. A gallon of gas will be $10 or something.
Yeah.
You know, they're making it up somewhere.
Mm-hmm. I got nothing wrong with paid leave for women that, have babies. I have nothing against that.
Nope.
At all.
One year seems a bit extreme to me, but I think, if an employer wants to do it, why not? Should it be federally mandated?
No.
A lot of businesses can't afford to do that. So as soon as you do that, then it becomes subsidized.
Well, it's kind of like around here. We don't really have any rules around here. No. As far as like taking time off and stuff. No. It's like I've always thought as long as it's always been open here, as long as you don't abuse it,
right?
The privilege
they're
of
usually really
taking
cool
time off, or
you take a day here or there, and they don't.
I'll tell you what: if somebody in this building got really sick or something, Kim ain't getting rid of him.
No,
it'll never happen. He takes care of everyone.
That's it. Yeah.
And so that's always that. And Linda agrees. I mean, that's one of those things that that's a perk of working here.
Yeah.
That other places you don't get.
Well, especially in radio.
Oh yeah, forget it.
Yeah.
The one dude would have had leg amputated.
Yeah, they got rid of him,
and they fired the guy.
Yeah. He was in the hospital.
I want to go work for the Buffalo radio station. Yeah. The poor guy had his leg amputated, and they fired him while he was recovering in the hospital. Nice.
Yeah. That's
the kind of scum that owns that place. Oh, did I say that live on a webcam? Yeah, they amputated the guy's leg, and they fired him.
All right.
Nice place to work.
Well, everyone's gone. Everyone that was involved in that has been gone for a long time now.
Yeah.
I mean, that's how quickly the door spins
leg
over
amputated,
there.
Get rid of him.
I mean, there's nobody working there that was working there when that happened. I mean, that wasn't that long ago.
Well, that was, 2 years ago at least?
I don't remember. Maybe a little longer than that. But, yeah, I mean, there's nobody there that was there at the time.
What's going on down the street?
A whole lot of nothing.
What's happening over down the street there?
Goodness. All right, let's do rock news. Time now for rock news. Guns N' Roses are a week away from launching their reunion shows in Las Vegas. A new series of tweets has deepened the mystery of who will be behind the drum kit for the upcoming tour. To date, the group has only officially announced the involvement of Axl Rose, Slash, and Duff McKagan. It is expected that guitarist Richard Fortus, keyboardist Dizzy Reed, and drummer Frank Farrer are also on board. This week, a series of tweets came out with images of gear representing each player's role in the lineup, and a photo featuring a headband. Drumsticks has raised further speculation about who will fill the drummer's slots.
Not to belittle drummers. But anybody worth their salt could do it, right?
Well, I don't know. I don't know how complex was I guess if it was complex, we'd know about it in Guns N' Roses. I don't know if there's any spectacular standout drumming moments in any of those songs.
I'm not talking like me or you or, like some little
But
kid.
someone who could actually play the drums.
Yeah, a professional.
Probably so.
I mean, a real true
Any professional
percussion person.
I suppose that's probably
rock
true.
person could probably pull that off.
Yeah. I don't think... Well, Guns N' Roses was not known for outstanding drumming. I don't know. Maybe there is some stuff there I'm not aware of. Like the Cars have some kind of unusual drumming stuff you don't really realize until you pay attention to it. But
Who?
The Cars. The new wave band from the 70s and 80s.
How did they come? Are they still around?
Well, most of them are. Ben Orr quit.
What's the relevancy of what you just said? The Cars.
Well, I'm just saying that there's some complex stuff in those songs you don't realize is there until you really pay attention to.
Are they coming back or something or what?
Be cool.
He's a good drummer.
I'd like to see Tommy Lee on the drums behind.
I mean,
Axl Rose.
Tommy Lee's the kind of that's what I'm talking about. He could play for any band.
Anybody of that caliber could play those
exactly.
drums. Yeah.
Could do it.
Yep.
Except for the Cars. Tommy Lee couldn't pull the Cars off.
Well, Cars has some great drumming.
They did. They were known for that.
No, I don't think they were. I'm just saying that sometimes, even when you're not known for having an excellent drummer, sometimes you don't realize how good the drummer actually is in the band until you really pay attention to it. It's kind of one of those, it's kind of in the background, like the bass player always gets kind of ignored as well.
Like when I listen to rock music, that's the first thing I listen to. Well, that drummer sucks.
Well, on Rush, you pay attention to the drummer.
Yeah.
But he's
cool.
But he's exceptionally
awesome.
Good.
Yes.
So there are other drummers that are not as exceptionally good as that.
I wouldn't know.
But because you don't pay attention to it. That's what I'm saying. Saying the Cars are awesome, man.
Why are we talking?
Let's go.
I love the nightlife.
Oh, it's magic.
Yeah.
And who's going to drive you home tonight? Now, there's some drumming in that song. I think that was all electronic. I think there was no real instruments in that song.
No, yeah, computer generated.
That was theirs. Everyone had to have a synthesizer ballad in the 80s, and that was theirs. You had to have a synthesizer track. Cyndi Lauper did it. Europe did it. Jafria. Van Halen did it. Van Halen had synthesizer ballads. Everyone did it. Anyway, Five Finger Death Punch have been forced to cancel their upcoming Australian tour dates. No, frontman Avon Moody hospitalized for an undisclosed reason last week. So we don't know what the deal is, but apparently it involved going to the hospital, which usually is not good. So hopefully everything's going to be okay there. And Motorhead have announced that they will be releasing a new live album called Clean Your Clock. It'll be out May 27th. It was captured during the band's final tour. The band was recorded over 2 shows in Munich, Germany last November on what turned out to be their, of course, final trek because Lemmy Kilmister, of course, passed away in December. Clean Your Clock will be available in multiple formats, including Blu-ray, CD, and DVD, CD combos, and all kinds of other different limited editions and all kinds of great stuff. And we'll have more information about that on our Facebook page, facebook.com/Sheridan Rock Radio. And there is your rock news. We covered a whole 3 stories in it.
Oh, the Cars had a hell of a drummer. What? Where'd that come from?
I'm not saying the Cars drummer was awesome. I'm just saying sometimes there's stuff in those songs that's more complex than you realize. The only reason I say that is because we do several Cars songs in our band, and you don't realize exactly how good some of those musicians are. You think, the Cars, it's just a standard, run-of-the-mill drummer. Anybody could do it. But there's actually some kind of tricky stuff.
Just shut it. Zip it.
The Cars, man. Who's going to drive you home tonight?
Yeah, let's go. I love the nightlife, baby.
Yep. Oh, it's magic.
Yep. Candy-O.
I liked Candy-O. I liked the 70s Cars was good.
Early Cars was good.
Yep.
Candy-O is a great album.
Yep.
Listen to it all the time.
Yep.
And then, the MTV Cars, I didn't like them.
Yeah, they became more straightforward pop band then.
Yeah. Magic wasn't bad, though. What was a song they do I just hate?
I know.
You might think.
Hate
that. That's when I just didn't like them at all. But again, it's the thing about it is it's about making money. What makes money? And at that time, MTV was driving everything.
And that video was
you had to come up with it. If you came up with an awesome video, that sold your music.
Yep, and that song had an interesting video with all the computer animated stuff in it, and the hot model, whatever her name was.
And now it's kind of like for musicians to make money now, they got to tour.
You got to tour. That's it. You can stick the video on YouTube, but you don't make money off of that.
I saw that Big Run Country USA.
Mm-hmm.
3-day pass is only $119. That's not bad if you buy the ticket.
That's not bad at all, yeah.
That's only $40 a day.
In this moment, it's coming back to Casper in July. The tickets are like $30-some. It's like,
who are they playing with?
I don't know. Some other band I hadn't heard of.
I don't know if I could go watch them.
It'd be intense, I think.
She's scary.
Yeah, I looked it up. I'm going to see if Jim can get tickets for it.
I mean, I go see it. I just don't want to be too close to the stage. Because she's scared. I mean, she's like...
She's got her entourage with her.
She's got, I told you, she got those dancers.
Uh-huh.
I saw it was an outdoor show. I don't know if it was Rockin' the Range. It might have been. And it was really creepy. She comes out in this get-up, and they're not really dancers. They're just kind of like creepy little
it's like the evil henchmen.
Lizardy people. And I was just like, damn, the hair on the back of my neck was standing up. I'm like, man, I don't want to be too close to that.
Well, they're touring now with, isn't it like Korn and Rob Zombie or something?
See, I think it'd be a great lineup.
So that's quite a. That's,
but again,
that's
I want to be
theatrics.
back away from the stage a little bit.
Yeah, yeah. There's some theatrics going on there. Yeah, $33 for tickets for that.
And that's one thing I've noticed, that you're not getting the. Obviously, if you go see one of the biggies,
like Elton John,
well, like Rolling Stones and stuff.
Yeah, you're gonna pay $100 or more.
What surprised me, I was looking at some of the Disturbeds on this big tour.
Mm-hmm.
They're hitting everything, but they still play these little venues. Like they had that video.
Yeah, that was a small club.
Him yelling at that woman.
Yeah,
that balcony is right on top of that.
That's what I noticed. I mean, that must have been the back of the.
It looked just like that. That's like the.
It's YO theater size.
It's what's the venue? What's the theater in Billings?
Oh, the small place where Chevelle was.
Babcock Theater.
Yeah,
it is. The Babcock Theater is shaped kind of like just like the YO, only it's bigger.
Yeah,
it goes farther back, and the balcony's bigger. But it's the same kind of thing. That balcony just hangs right over the top, and I'm thinking,
that was not a big
even like when
place.
Chevelle played, I only paid maybe with Chevelle and what was it? That 3-piece that's hit now. That was over 2.5 years ago.
Oh yeah, you told me about it. Shaman's Harvest?
No, was the Usual Suspects. We play all their music now.
Highly
Suspect.
Highly Suspect. Yeah, that's right.
I mean, because they come out and play, and I'm like, hey, these guys are kind of good. Never even heard of them. Now, like Lydia, they opened that show with Lydia, and I'm like, I kind of like this bluesy kind of sound, and all of a sudden they hit, but those are only like $30.
Yeah,
for a headliner. So I think those Disturbed tickets can't be that much, and I still can't believe they play those small venues. But maybe again, they can't sell out.
Yeah, well,
Casper.
And these are the in between ones. Like this is a Monday night show, so this would be in between big venues on the weekends. So.
Because the one tour I would love to see is Disturbed, Breaking Benjamin, and somebody else is at Red Rocks in August. It's on a Monday in August.
Yeah,
I just like to go to Red Rocks.
Yeah. I
think that'd be a fun show.
I was thinking about going to Foo Fighters last year and just never got around to it.
See, I think they'd be. Yeah. There's certain bands I think that.
That's the band I'd like to see.
Mm-hmm.
Yup.
They just remind me that they're going to play everything.
Right. And they've got a long catalog now of a lot of well-known songs.
Mm-hmm. And they're going to do them all.
Yep.
That's what I like.
Yep. All right, let's do a few more here. So the new Facebook reactions have been available. Everyone was saying they need more than just the like button. Remember, there was all this complaining about that. They need to have more than just the like button on Facebook.
Yeah, now you can what?
Now there's all kinds of ones.
There's a heart.
Yeah, there's like happy, sad, angry.
There's one that says ha ha, but that looks like more like constipation. The other one is wow. That more looks like
like
nut shot.
Like someone.
Sad,
or someone.
Okay, I can understand sad and then angry.
Yeah.
But.
And I've seen some people use them. I myself have used a couple of them. But it looks like here, according to the new data, that 93% of all interactions are still just likes.
Well, you don't want to get carried away.
No. Love is used 4.6% of the time. Wow, 1.8%. Haha, sad and angry are used less than 1% combined. So like is still overwhelmingly used compared to the others. Maybe it'll change over time. I don't know.
The problem I think they had was somebody would post something that like wouldn't be appropriate for.
Right. I mean, in those cases.
You wanted to show your support for the person's post.
Right.
But like didn't seem to be appreciated, like if their dog died.
Yeah, that's exactly right, yeah.
I like that!
Yeah, that like doesn't seem like the appropriate reaction.
No.
Yeah, so in those cases.
In that case, sad, feeling sad,
right.
forlorn.
Yes.
would be more appropriate than like.
Right. So it's good that they have them, but they will not be the most commonly used probably, just because most of the posts you just like it and move on, or you just move on.
Quit.
That's right.
The bastard quit.
Like Ben Orr.
The son of a bitch quit. Took the chicken shit way
I was
out.
glad to work that into the conversation. Ben Orr quit.
And then everybody's going, Ben Orr?
Yeah, who the hell's that?
Just like the Cars drumming is very, very, the whole technique is very interesting.
You know, I never liked You Might Think. And then we started learning it for our band. We were doing a different Cars song. What were we doing? Bye Bye Love. We were doing that one. And we got rid of that one and we're going to do You Might Think instead. I'd never really paid attention.
I think you should do Candy O.
You know, that might be kind of a fun one to do. We might want to do that.
Let's go.
We thought You Might Think might be more of a danceable song, but I actually never noticed. I actually kind of like that song now. Then I've learned how to play it.
Here's this should be banned from Facebook. Does anyone just feel the strong desire to change, to travel, to meet new people, to just start over somewhere you've never been before? No!
Was there a point to that, or was it just...
No, that's it.
They're just fishing for comments?
And what should I do? Let's see. Ha-ha, wow, sad, angry, heart, or thumbs way up, like.
Angry might be the most inappropriate one to put on there, so
okay,
maybe...
So should I do that?
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll just do angry.
Trevor reacted to your post.
Angry.
All right, 2 more. Here we go.
I'm ready.
So there was a dog that prompted a security alert at a bank recently. The dog's name, Dash. Yeah, that's kind of a dog name, Dash. But apparently, this California bank didn't like it. The alarm was raised after Dash's owner, who suffers from multiple sclerosis, tried to make an online payment to the person who walks his pit bull mix. Francis wrote Dash in the memo line for the check, which panicked the officials at Chase Bank, who mistook it for Daesh, D-A-E-S-H, which apparently is some sort of Islamic State jihadist group. And so they canceled.
Where was this at?
It was in California. So they canceled the payment. You're going to write in the memo for terrorist activities.
Okay, so in my memo line, ISIS.
Yeah.
Really? Really?
The bank also flagged the payment to the U.S. Treasury Department, which sent a note to Francis asking him to explain what Dash means.
I'm glad they didn't go arrest him and throw him at Gitmo or something.
Yeah, they did ask him to explain this, though. Francis said he thought to himself, they're stopping the world's stupidest terrorist.
Yeah.
Dash the terrorist dog.
You know, it's so typical, though. It's so California.
Uh-huh. Oh, yeah. You want an overreaction? There it is, right there. I've got some audio we got to play here.
Yeah, in the memo line.
For a suicide vest.
Suicide bomber.
Yeah. Payment for services.
Yeah.
Okay. Like you're going to write that on there. This is my ISIS membership fee.
Jihad.
Yeah.
I'm just going to write jihad in there. My jihad payment.
My ISIS membership dues.
You know what? I've never set foot in the state of California. That's why.
I have. I've spent a couple weeks there.
That's why. That's why you come up with stuff like, oh, the car's drumming bitch or show.
Yeah.
It's just intricate. It's amazing.
It's because I spent a couple weeks in California and it ruined me.
You know, the Cars is one of those great rock bands from Britain.
Yeah, part of the new wave invasion.
The drumming was just insane. Intricate.
I didn't say that. I just said it was maybe more complex than you might think. All right, here we go. Last one. All right, here is some 911 audio you need to hear. Here we go. This is a woman calling.
This is the real deal.
911 location of emergency.
Hi, I just have a question. If I order a pizza and they don't want to give me my money back, can you guys do something?
Ma'am, I'm not sure. That's something you have to take up with them, but that's not something you would dial 911 for.
Oh, can you call the pizzeria or something?
What happened?
Because I order a small pizza, half cheese and half bacon, and they bring me half hamburger. So I call them back, and they don't want to give my money back.
Okay, yeah, that's not a police matter, ma'am. You'll have to work that out with the pizza shop.
So you cannot even call them or something?
No, if you go over there, you can call and have an officer meet you there, but an officer's not just going to call them and ask them to give you your money back.
Uh-huh. So just so you know, if they mess up your order at the pizza place, 911 is not the place to call. This was Empire Pizza in Connecticut, Hartford, Connecticut. So they made a mistake on the order. And the woman said she'd already eaten half the pizza, which is why they weren't going to give the money back.
See, that's the whole thing. Don't stuff your face and go, oh, you know what?
They said, well, we would have been happy to replace the order, but exactly. She'd already eaten half of it.
Yeah, you already ate the whole thing.
Oh, but you messed it up. Now I want my money back. Sorry.
It doesn't work that way.
Call 911.
Call the police.
All right, that's it for the show today. We appreciate you listening in, and we'll be back here with you tomorrow at 6 o'clock. In the meantime, you can find some links on our Facebook page, facebook.com/Sheridan Rock Radio, on-demand video on the radio menu at SheridanMedia.com from the webcam. And go Cars! Awesome drumming in the cars. Have a great day.
With the National Weather Service warning of the possibility of more flooding in the southeast Thursday and Friday.
Tesla's